Now you don't trust anybody. Diaspora no. We need to be on the ground. Those buildings are there's a possibility that one day you might not be able to start building. Building back home sounds like a dream. It's a dream not want everybody. Munwese ariku diaspora, even though ariku Zimbabwe or arikupi, everybody wants to build something for themselves home. But it tends to be difficult. Now I'm going to give you 7 things that are making it difficult for people in diaspora kuti vatange kuvaka dzimba dzavo back home in Zimbabwe. So the first one is lack of trust. Most people who are in diaspora vane chinhu chavanacho deep inside chokutadza kutrasta vanhu vari kuZimbabwe. They feel like probably hama dzavo dzokunovadyira mari kana vasenda mari vachi project ngaitangiwe. They feel like probably vangona kujutiwa mari dzavo, or maybe vanogona kutengerwa zvinhu zvisiri izvozvo, or maybe vanogona kutengerwa ma-products that are not of quality. And they're also afraid that the builders might misuse the money and stuff like that. Maybe they want the strong cement to be bought, but you find the builders buying the cheapest cement because they want to put money in their pocket. So these are the things that are making the people in diaspora find it difficult to start building back home. Lack of trust. You find some of them, they end up, let's say, I need to be on the ground so that I can start building. But it's also difficult to be on the ground because you need to work, you need to provide, you need to work so that the building can progress. Because if you don't work, you won't be able to fund the building. So ndiyo challenge inosangane vanhu vari kudiaspora kuti I cannot be in 2 places at the same time. I cannot be working in diaspora and supervising my projects. So some of them, they hold back to start building back home. Like I said, the people in diaspora, they want to be on the ground. At the same time, they want to work so that they can provide for the building, they can fund the building. But it's difficult. So distance and no supervision also makes it difficult for them to start building their houses back home. Even though it's very important for them. But you know what, Remera, because I'm far away and I cannot see what's happening, I cannot supervise, and I cannot trust the people on the ground to supervise my project. So I'm not going to start. Maybe Mariang no kujutiwa, like I said. If there are no supervision, people can do whatever they want. When it comes to marry, so that we can make some profits. Tatama profits then also inject a back by, or maybe I did not tenga something, maybe to not tenga mazenga are cheap to sarani change. It's so vata 2 mirama photos and marry sit and marichi, yaga fanan. Cannot to tenga a receipt book. So this is the other issue that is making it difficult for the people in diaspora to start building. And also the other thing is like changing prices. You know, you have planned your things probably in 2011 or 2020 or 2022. You planned everything. Ukanyora prices and everything. The cement probably needs cost $5. Maybe gonna need 100 bags or 5 times or whatever. Then you budget for that. But now it's 2026. Prices have changed. My prices are about 13, 14. So now you have to work hard to compensate for budget. That means you under budgeted, or you budgeted for the time that was then, but now things have changed. So now you are still in diaspora, you are working hard. So it's difficult for you to start building because you don't have enough funds. So how can you build when you don't have enough money? And also the other thing is a budget that keeps increasing. You have started your building, probably said maybe $5,000 is the money that's going to complete my building. But during the progression of the building, each and every time, Maria have exceed budget. So you can't, because you don't feel you're trusting the people. Now you feel distance is holding you back and you cannot supervise anything, So now it's hard for you to trust the people on the ground, you sometimes feel like maybe my prices are going and stuff like that. Then it's difficult for you to start building. And also poor planning. You cannot execute anything without planning. Even a house needs a plan. So if you don't plan your things, you find it difficult to start building. Because the kind of a house that you want, you have to plan. You have to plan on how you're going to save the money in order to fund the building. You cannot just do it abruptly like today, just like that. That is poor planning. So you find it, yes, you can build, but it will be difficult for you to build. But with planning, probably you have thought about it. You sat down, you did your calculations, you did everything. Now you got the final figure. That is when you can start building with confidence. Because poor planning it out to lose the confidence in the building. About a lack of trust because you did not plan your things. Now you feel like you're being cheated. When you feel like you're being cheated, you feel like you need to be on the ground, but the distance is holding you back. And now you cannot supervise anything because you did not plan your thing. Because in planning, you need to research. You need to call the shops back home to find out the prices, every other thing. When you plan, then you can start building with confidence. It won't be difficult because you got everything at your fingertips. But without planning, you find it difficult to build. Project ngarimbomira swandadzoka. Wakudzokera pa maprice akwira futi. So you have to go back again and start working to compensate for the other money, for the time. Another thing that's making difficult is low progress. You have planned, or you did not do your planning, the poor plan like I said. You just think maybe your house is taking about 2 years, 3 years. But now you find like your house is taking 4 or 5 years to build. Why? Because sometimes you call, then you find the builders are not cool, they disappeared. But sometimes my builder, they do have other jobs they are doing. Now you feel like you're being cheated. You feel like these people, they take you for granted. So you hold back and you stop building. You find it's difficult to build because the people are not on the ground. Nobody's supervising. Builders, they can take their time. Another thing is pressure from the family. Your family expect a lot from you. Your family expects you to finish the house in no time. They don't know like how Timaru wanna say. They don't know how difficult is it for you to get the money that you're working hard for. They do have too much expectation of you. They keep calling you. They are not patient with you. So now you get bothered, you get tired. You feel like you're being cheated. You feel like I can be there. I should have been there. Now the distance is holding you back. You cannot supervise. So they're giving you too much opinion. I can help you, I can do this and that. Let me handle this. Let me do this and that. Now you don't trust anybody. So now you're holding back on your money and saying zoka. Now distance is holding you back. You have to work. So that's the thing that makes it difficult for you to start building back home. Or diaspora. Many people many people are diaspora. But some other people are doing it. They are trusting the people. But some people, they say no, we can't at Tombo Fitagatanga Tombo builder. And so we did it. No. We need to be on the ground. We think it's Chivaka. But no, time irikuenda. Patechi, we need to be on the ground. Kuramba trumuno chingo tendera panzbo one. Chingo shanda. But apana progress nenge chitika ikoko. Then we decided, okay, let's think about it. To maybe somebody can hold the projects for us that side. Even though it's difficult to trust people. but angurera moyo padombo. Cause there is a time paunosvika kuti no, I need to start building. No matter zvangoitika, whatever comes, I just have to go for it. Another thing is managing money from a far distance. When you're sending your money, time and again, you cannot see what's happening at the end of the line with the money. When you start receiving calls that they want money to buy this, to buy that, you feel cheated. Now you don't trust anybody because you did not do your planning. Now you can't build. You find it difficult to build. Those are mama buildings asingaperi. Sometimes know that the owners are not married, but they feel they're being cheated by the people who are kumsha. So these are the 7 things, guys. Most of the people to find it difficult to build back home. But everybody vanoda kuvaka. Hapana asingadu kuvaka. So I suggested that you plan your things. Kana uchikwanisa call the people who are back home. Call 1 or 5 people who can give you prizes. Then you can compare. Then you can call your relative and hear my price. Then you can see if they are honest or not. Because if you got 5 people who are telling you that cement is at $13, but your relative yozokunza cement is $16. But our number is $16 panelesa. That is when you have to have a question mark. But why? Chitika says also. Do not hold yourself from building back home. Because it's your right to build. But you're still gonna go up. And so the more time you're holding back, there's a possibility that one day you might not be able to start building. It's high time that urovere moyo wako padombo regardless of these issues. Rovera moyo wako padombo. If you have the ability to travel, uchiona the distance isina basa, or maybe urikuzvitra mabasa, have time probably once in a year woenda uchino manager or supervisor zvinhu zvako. Why go research as much as you can about my prices, about things, and don't a chance yes. Uchinyora notebook wakunoku kwadzokera diaspora kwauri koko. Paunenge uchikola vanhu vari kumusha, you will know kuti ichino cost mari yakadai so. Chinoita zvakadai zvakadai. Because unenge une zvese at your fingertip. Hapana nombokujuta. Only the people vanojuta munhu asina kuplana zvinhu zvake, asina kuresearch, asingatombozive. Dopa wanojuta kwete zvokutamba. Uchiziva maprice transportation kubva let's say from the place yanotenga ma raw materials yako uchiendesa kupi, ma materials uchiendesa ku building site yako, ziva ma charges transport. Unobvunza 1 or 4 people antiga, maybe you might find 2 different prices. Then uzobvunza hama yako kuti ma price akamira sei. Because some of the things you need to do it by yourself. Wongowadza ndiri kubuda why wafamba zvawaunovhunza zvako uchinyora munotebook, so that you can check kuti vanotrustika here vanhu vari kupa responsibility yekuhodha project rako. So guys, vakanga vakingatrege kuhodha back. This is a lesson that I'm trying to teach you. Kuti don't do the mistake of holding yourself back because of these 7 things. Because ukasa trust, ukasa research, ukasa plana zvinhu zvako, unovaka rini. When are you going to build? When are you going to make it? That is my question to you. Kana uri iwoyo unongoti kwanzi inini handivaki nyaya yakadai ndozovaka ndadzokera kumusha. What guarantee do you have that unodzokera rumpenyu? Vaka chinhu chako. Vaka imba yako, musha wako. Hauzivi mangwana munga makadzingwa diaspora kwamuri ikoko, unonopinda pai. Hauzivi kuti mari yauri kuchengeta kuti inogona kusangana nedambudziko riripi mangwana. Zvina nako paitike matambudziko uziva kuti wava pane imwe level, wontsara mari kuti at least ukwanise kucontributawo nevamwe vanhu. Kwete kuti iwe uzobudisa mari yese yawakachengeta wosara uri pazero, wozotanga futi patsva neyakuti uda kuchengeta yese kuti wozotanga wava ikoko. Ko ukabirwa mari yacho, wachengeta mari uchengeta maybe mumba mako posvika wanamba votora or maybe woitumira nemukuru kumusha uchisvika pamukuru paya kutora uchingobva ipapo vanhu vakuseva vokutora mari yako iyo wakachengeta so many years. Beta utumire hako kune vanhu vausingatrust ivo vachikubira hako ma2 cents iwawo pano kutorwa mari yese wotanga kuvaka. So with that guys, I'll see you next time. So don't forget to like, subscribe and comment guys.